Today, we are talking about finance for small and medium-sized entities. The definition according to Malaysia context, all SME must be registered with SSM or other equivalent bodies. However, it excludes entities that are publicly listed on the main board and subsidiaries of publicly listed companies on the main board, multinational corporations, government-linked companies, syarikat menteri kewangan diperbadankan, and state-owned enterprises. There are two classifications of sectors: manufacturing and services. Manufacturing refers to physical or chemical transformation of materials or components into new products. Services refer to all services including distributive trade, hotels and restaurants, and etc. This is the detailed definition of category, namely micro, small and medium is as follows. And if a business fulfills either one criteria across the different sizes of operation, then the smaller size will be applicable.
SMEs with high solvency make it favorable to the financial institution to approve loans. On top of that, it enables SMEs to face business crisis. It is very important for SMEs to have others investing to their business as it helps the business to be more known and expand. SMEs need to purchase fixed assets to do their operational activities. These assets might be machineries or equipment. SMEs need funds to purchase these assets as they are to be used over for a long period of time.
There are several problems for SME in financing their business. When SMEs has difficulty in accessing financing, it will discourage the bank for giving loan and also make the investor prefer the larger firm instead of the SME. It because they have less risk and also have more liquidity result. The informational asymmetry problem occur when the information that SME realistically provided to external financiers are often has lack detail and also rigor. When SMEs have risky profile, it makes SME face more variable rates of return and higher rates of failure than the larger companies. This also make investors doubt to invest in SMEs. Lastly, SME also have problem in lack of collateral. It because the enterprise unable to provide sufficient collateral since it's new and not firmly established. This problem relate to the higher risks.
Government can provide tax incentive for investors. For instance, tax incentive may be available to those willing to take the risk of investing in SMEs. Besides, governments can encourage new business by guaranteeing loans for SMEs with insufficient security, although the SME will pay a premium for this. As SMEs have little security, banks will often require personal guarantees from the owner of the SME, which means the owner or manager has to risk his personal wealth in order to fund the company. If the SME suppliers are larger companies who have identified them as a potentially risky SME, the ability to stretch the credit period may be limited.
Sources of financing divided into two, internal and external. Internal sources consist personal savings and family and friends. Personal saving is the easiest source of SME business. For family and friends means parents, siblings, extended relatives and friends who have excess cash to lend may be willing to finance your business. Bank overdraft. An overdraft is a agreed sum which a customer can overdraw from his current account. Bank overdraft can be a good source of short-term finance. The charges vary and are linked to the bank rate. Business angels. They are typically involved at an earlier stage of the business. Some business angels invest as an individual, while others as a part of the group or investment club. Trade credit. Some businesses depend on the purchase of the product. Second, trade credit is the case where a supplier gives out his product to customer on credit. Third, this can allow the business to use the fund in the short term to finance other things. And the fourth is, it put at peace the future working relationship of the business. Venture capital is where the risk of failure is high, but the possible earnings may well also be high. Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a relatively new method when we consider sources of finance. It is a method of raising funds by borrowing a small amount of money from a large group of people.